Okay, class, so I'm going to create two videos, one on example 1, writing equation from a table, and another one on writing equation from a graph. So the main thing you have to understand here is utilizing the equation y equals b plus mx. Okay, and your main objective when you're trying to write an equation is to find the value of b and find the value of m. Okay, and to find the value of b, you're identifying the row where x is 0, and x is 0 here. And it could change in the future. I don't want you to always assume it's the first row, but identify the row where x is 0. And the y value accompanying it is going to be your b. So this is the y value accompanying where x is 0, so this is your b. Okay, so we know now that b equals 15. The next value we're trying to find is m. So m in this case is, I did it in the video as change in y over the change in x. And don't let the triangle confuse you. That triangle is called delta. It's a Greek alphabet, delta. And that just means change in. And finding the change in y is you're just looking at the y column. And what's happening from 15 to 12? You are subtracting 3. And then you're going to do the same thing from 12 to 9. And you're also subtracting 3. And you're also doing the same thing over here. That's also subtracting 3. And this is going to happen. All right? You want this to happen. So the value for the change in y is -3. And you're going to be doing now the same thing for x. It is adding 1, adding 1, adding 1. And for now, this is going to happen with the x's, but I want you to get into the habit of checking. And it's going to be over 1. So the value of m is -3. And if you're trying to figure out what these mean, all right, b is your start value. And m is your constant rate or your rate of change, okay? This is your start value. It's starting at 15 when x is 0. And the constant rate is -3 over 1, right? The last thing you're going to do is replace these values. That's it. You're just replacing b and you're replacing m. Those are the only things you're replacing. So you're going to have y equals, b is 15. So you're going to replace that b with 15 plus m is -3. X, you're always going to have an x and a y in these equations. And you can rewrite this, and I really recommend it. It's a good habit to get into as 15 minus 3x. And it's going to be, because you have a negative constant rate or a rate of change. So this is going to be going downwards. If it's a positive number, you're just going to have a plus. So if this was going up by 3, if this graph was kind of flipped around, you would have 15 plus 3x. If it was +3, +3, +3. Okay, this is your final equation. Your equations have to have an x and y in it. This is how you write an equation. All right. And if you're, the next video is going to be about using a graph to find an equation.